Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Tayo. In case you're new here, hi. To my returning subscribers, thank you so much for coming to watch another video today. I know it's been a while, and this is because I've just been so busy with my degree. I'm doing a social work degree, and I'm in the last month now. I'm about to finish. Thank God for that. It's been really difficult, really intensive for the past 3 years. So I've just been so busy, and in the last few weeks I just haven't had time because I've had so many assignments, essays, portfolio, placement, and also uni at the same time. So it's been really quite intensive. And yeah, but today I just said, you know what, I'm just going to record this video in my car. I'm actually at work. In between I'm going to back to work now, and I said, well, I'm just going to make sure that I do this video, and then I'm just going to upload it. I'm not going to have time to edit it, so there might be some it's not going to follow any flow or anything like that, but I just felt I needed to talk about this. Yeah, it's so sad to hear about the death of this lady, and the reason why I'm doing this video is because it's something that touches me, something that I'm really quite passionate about, you know. And yeah, in case you don't know what I'm talking about, we have this lady, this gospel artist, Nigeria. Her name was Oshinachi Nwachukwu. I didn't know about her until this event happened. I've probably heard the song that she sang, but I haven't really I didn't really know her. I mean, I've not really heard much about her prior to this. I had not really heard much about her prior to this. So yeah, it appears that her husband was the one who killed her, you know, domestic violence, and that has been ongoing for a very long time, according to what her siblings have been saying. And she had been sticking up. Obviously she's a Christian, they both go to church. There's some pictures that we've seen on the internet showing them in church, you know. And it's just so sad to see that in this day and age things like that are happening, and people are still staying in marriages without really seeking help for the perpetrator, you know. And think about what has happened now. So now she has been killed, and the children are going to be, I mean, the father obviously most likely is going to be in prison. So she has died. Her children are going to maybe be with their grandparents or aunties and uncles, you know, and they've lost out, you know. So I heard so many things about it. I heard that she didn't even say, even when she was in hospital, that he stamped on her chest, and they said it was she just had chest pain. She didn't say what it was. He didn't allow her family to have access to her. It was after she died that they got to know, but that people knew about this before, and people tried to intervene, but she just said, don't do anything, don't worry, I'll be fine, God will change him. Honestly, I don't know where that mindset is coming from, you know. It's confusing, you know, because if somebody is involved in domestic violence to that extent, and then you feel that praying and staying there is going to help, I don't know, that is really actually quite wrong, because she's lost out now. The children most likely are not going to be with their dad. And also, what I also heard, which I just hope is not true, because that would just be barbaric, I heard that he used to tie her up and then ask the children to flog her, which I haven't confirmed that, because as I said to you, I don't really have time. This just came up because my sister sent it to me, because she knows I'm quite passionate about things like this. So she sent it to me, and then I researched. If not, I really haven't had time to go onto the internet over the last couple of weeks because of my work. So I don't know if that's true. But if it's true, then you can imagine how these children will also be traumatized, you know, having to do that, you know. And I don't know why she didn't think that she should leave, you know, and people that knew about it, why they didn't do more, you know. Well, hindsight is, we always say, oh, if I had known, you know. But my message here now is that if you know of people that are in this situation, please try to help them. And if you're in a situation like this, please don't stay there. If you're in a church where it says, you go to your pastor and he says, and you tell your pastor that your husband beat you up, and he says, what did you do? Please just leave that church. Please just leave that church. And I know I'm a Christian. I've been a Christian for years, more than 40 years. was a Christian in my teens, you know, so I know what I'm talking about. There's nowhere in the Bible that says that we should stay and subject ourselves to that kind of treatment. The Bible says we should submit to our husbands, but it doesn't say we should submit to being used as a punching bag. That is not scriptural. It's not even right, you know, for us to be coming out as Christians and be saying this now. It's really, really painful to me, you know. And yeah, so if, as I was saying, if you're in a church where your pastor says, what did you do? I mean, just know that that's not where you're meant to be. Go to churches where they know about these things. Not every church knows about all these things. Not every church has the right information on how to deal with things like this. Speak to people. You know, there are so many different groups. Churches also now are getting involved in all this domestic abuse training on what to do and how to help, you know, contact social care. There's so many lines, you know, because at the end of the day, we're saying, oh, it will get better, you stay in the marriage, and then the person dies, and then the children are left motherless anyway, and then the father goes to prison. So what is the point, you know, of that, you know? And then if you go to someone and tell them about it and they don't know what to do, look for people that you can speak to, you know. Don't stay in a marriage that is abusive, you know. Obviously, well, I want to say from what I know, it's possible that this man has gone through that as well. Maybe growing up, he saw his dad do that to his mom. You know, if it's true that he has been he asked his children to flog their mother, and I just pray that isn't true, because those children would really need to go through counseling, trauma-informed counseling, you know, because otherwise they'll probably grow up with that trauma and it's going to affect them. It's not a matter of just praying and casting out. You really need to deal with this, because this is a matter that these children are going to be, I mean, thinking about if it really happened. And even if it didn't happen, that their mother was tied up for them to flog, the fact that they've seen their mother go through all these domestic violence incidences, because I had it happen quite a few times, so they must have been aware about it, you know. They must have been aware of it, so it's going to affect them, you know. So it's really sad, you know. And I just said, I just need to come on here. We need to teach our children the right way, you know. We need to teach our boys. I have two older sons. I have two sons, and I try to I have a daughter and two sons, and I try to bring my boys up in a way that is right, so that they know how to treat women, you know. Last Saturday, for instance, I felt so tired after doing an essay. I think I submitted it. I was up almost the whole night before I submitted it, you know, and I was so tired. On the Saturday morning, I got up, we did devotion, people went out, you know, and my son and I were left in the house, and I said, you know what, I'm going back to bed, bring me breakfast in bed. You know, say, oh mom, this. I said, yeah, bring me breakfast in bed, I'm hungry, I don't want to cook. And he did, you know, and he didn't do it grudgingly as well, you know, because it's something that once in a while I do ask for, you know, because I work hard, you know, and all that, you know. So we need to teach our children these things. Why am I mentioning this? A child that stays in a house where the father is constantly beating the mother and is witnessing that, is going to think that's the way that women should be treated. And if we don't bring them out of that, then we are kind of abetting it, aiding and abetting that. We're teaching them the wrong thing, you know. It's so sad. I feel that this should not have happened, you know. It should not have happened. And I believe that maybe the Lord felt it was just best to take her, because she wasn't living anywhere. And, you know, so, well, I mean, at the end of the day, it's just sad, you know. And yeah, and I pray that people will just be bold, you know. There's so many people you can reach out to. If you reach out to someone, the person doesn't. You reach out to someone, even your family, and they say, oh, what did you do? Or go back there. And if you're one of those parents, if you reach out, if someone reaches out to you, your child reaches out to you, and then you start asking, what did you do? Then maybe you don't really know what being a parent is all about, you know. Because you can't encourage your child to stay in an abusive relationship. It's really wrong, because at the end of the day, anything could happen. Are you ready to lose your child? You know, and if you're one of those parents also that because the husband is spending so much money taking care of the family, you send the child back, or you send the woman back into the home, and then she seems, everybody is saying, oh, you need to go back, you need to go back, and then she just feels, okay, maybe that's the right thing to do. It's not the right thing to do. Please leave. There are lots of people you can speak to. Contact people. There's so many things. I'll leave some links in my description box of different organizations, you know, that can help. Sorry, my camera was it was hot, so it went off. Anyway, yeah, I'll leave some different organizations you can contact, and I'm sure there's some in Nigeria as well. Everywhere now, people are speaking about these things. There's always help. And in the case of this woman, she wasn't someone who didn't have her own source of income, although I heard that the husband was in charge of everything. All the money she earns goes directly to him, and he gives her what he wants to, you know. I don't know, that is really quite sad, you know, and I don't know how people stay in things like that, you know. But yeah, there's a lot of help out there. That's what I'm trying to say. Don't feel alone. Reach out to me if you need to. I'll direct you, signpost you. Reach out to people that you think you can trust, you know, and just don't stay there. Don't stay there, because it's just not worth it. The man needs help. He himself needs help, you know. He needs help himself, the children too. So everybody's affected. We as a nation are affected. Everybody's talking about it, and that's why I just had to make time out to talk about it, because when I heard the whole story, I just felt so sad, you know. And yeah, okay guys, that's just all I have to say. As I said, this video wasn't planned, but I just knew I just had to park somewhere, speak to you, get home later, and just upload it, because it's something that is really close to my heart. And yeah, thank you so much for watching, guys, and I can't wait to come back to YouTube regularly, doing my videos every week. I think the last one I did was a month ago. I have about 3 videos that I've recorded. I haven't had time to edit, so over the next few weeks I'll be doing that. Hope to see you in my next video, guys, and bye. Thank you. And also please share this with anyone you think might benefit from it. Thank you, guys. Bye.